back. This is Volleyball, the Tuesday after. This is episode number 6. I'm Jason DeBeas. Thank you for joining me. This weekend, or this past weekend, a whole lot of volleyball transpired. We had FIVB, the 4-star tournament in Rio. We had the AVP in Austin, Texas. We had the Norseca qualifier, which is earlier on in the week. I got some pretty good interviews this week. I got Bill Kolinske. I have Mark Beer calling in. I also have Billy Allen. And a name you guys haven't heard of in a long time is Bourne. I talked to him and I'm going to ask him where he's been all our lives, and hopefully we can get some of those questions answered today, right? So once again, big tournament in Rio, pretty big tournament in the AVP in Austin, Texas. But first, let's talk about the Norseca qualifier. The Norseca qualifier is a single elimination tournament where amongst the American volleyball players, where the two teams who make it to the finals, get to represent Team USA and participate in the Norseca tournaments. I believe there's one in Jamaica. That just sounds like a lot of fun, just to travel there, much less play. So basically, the finalists, the winners, were Billy Allen and Stafford Slick. They defeated new team Bill Kolinske and Miles Evans. Congratulations to both teams, because even though Billy Allen and Slick won in the finals, there are no losers. Both teams automatically qualify for the finals. So win or lose, they won. Congratulations to the teams that competed for third place. I believe it was Metzko and Skylar Jasol, John Metzko and Skylar Jasol. They played Mark Burek and Avery Drost, who another new team that's enjoyed some success in the AVP and the FIVB. So big up to Billy Allen and Stafford Slick, and again, I got a chance to talk to Billy Allen, which we'll do a little bit later. Now for FIVB, it's the 4-star tournament in Brazil. Huge tournament, and the AVP, or should I say, the American teams that represented themselves. I would qualify as well enough. Well, first of all, let's talk about the winners. The winners were Bruno and Allison. They defeated the team from Poland, Lochak and Kantor. That's Bartosz Lochak and Peter Kantor. A highly competitive team that can finish 5th, 2nd, 3rd. They're first. They've done really well on the FIVB tour, and they're continuing to do well as there's no shame in losing to the best doubles team in the world, which is Bruno and Allison. On the women's side, Agatha is now teamed up with Duda, also known as Eduarda Santos Lisboa. They defeated the Canadian team, Sarah Pavin and Melissa Humana Paredes. Excuse me for butchering that. So those are your first and second place winners. And again, congratulations to the American teams, who I thought did really, really well. I thought Sarah Hughes and Kelly Clays, they finished 5th. You got Theo Brunner and Casey Patterson, who finished 3rd place. They finished 4th. They lost a 3rd place match to the Italian teams, Nicolai and Lupo. And congratulations to the Avatar, Ryan Doherty, playing with John Hyten, who finished 5th. And congratulations to Baby Crab, Taylor Crab, and Jay Gibb, who also finished 5th. So, again, the American team's well represented and finished at the top tier, and that's always good for American volleyball. Now, in the spirit of that, let's switch to American volleyball. Let's switch to the AVP, and we're going to talk a little bit about Austin, Texas. So the winners of the AVP were Nick Lucena and Phil Dahlhauser. They defeated, I believe, who the heck did they beat? Oh, they beat Sean Rosenthal and Big Crab, Trevor Crab, who played lights out defense and blocking. They switched up block a little bit, and I thought they did really well. Good job, John Mayer and Case Beer, who made it all the way to the semifinals, and good job Reed Pretty, who seems to be teaming up with everyone these days, and he and Madison McKibben formed an alliance, and they finished 5th. Madison played with Be Pretty because his brother Riley's injured, and Riley has a broken hand. And Riley, I speak for all of us when I say we wish you a speedy recovery. So congratulations to the winners, Dahlhauser and Lucena. That's on the men's side. The women's side, the winners, you have Whitney Pavlik and April Ross, who made the semifinals at Huntington and kind of were on a mission to win one of these and eventually finished what they started. They played really good volleyball. Their chemistry looks a lot better. Whitney Pavlik, who's still receiving the majority of the serves, has finally hit her stride and found a rhythm and is continuing to side out well, continuing to serve tough. Always smiling, always out there having a good time. Whitney Pavlik is very, very good. Long-time player, played with Kerry Walsh and played a little bit with everyone. And really, to me, really moves the volleyball needle for women's volleyball. So I'd like to see more of her in the AVP. I'd like to see more of her in the FIVB. I'd like to see more of her in our volleyball lives. They were victorious over Emily Stockman and Kim DiCello, another good team who competes well in the international scene as well as in the AVP. So congratulations to the AVP winners. Okay, joining me on the show is a multiple-time AVP competitor as well as the NBL and as well as FIVB in Norseca, the big blocker out of Wisconsin from Big Bend, Bill Kolinske. How are you, man? Welcome to the show.
Good, thanks for having me.
Cool. Well, let's get down to let's actually start earlier last week. You and Miles Evans played in the Norseca qualifier, and you guys made the finals. And to my understanding, like both teams that make the finals represent the U.S. So how does that feel? And where are you headed to next for Norseca? Is that going to be Jamaica?
Yes, we on June 22nd we're going to head to Jamaica. So that was a big qualifier for us, especially with going to be playing the NBL, and there's only 4 tournaments for this year. I know they're kind of working on some things for next year, I think. And so I really wanted to, been training the last 6-7 months to get ready for the season, and I didn't really kind of expect it to come down to that with the contract.
Yeah.
So I was playing these, and so that was a big qualifier for us, especially to get high-level tournaments and some competitions in.
Very good. Yeah, I'll definitely explore the AVP in a minute. Okay, so let's talk about you and Miles Evans. You and Miles Evans, you guys have enjoyed some success, particularly in the Norseca qualifier. You had to beat Mayo and K-Spear to get to the quarterfinals. You beat very competitive Skylar Dosol and John Metzko in the semis to get to the finals. I guess my question is this partnership something you see yourself keeping in the near and distant future? Is it you and Miles for a longer stretch?
Yeah, definitely. We seem to have a really good chemistry on the court, and I like his work ethic. And each time we get out and play, we got our coach, Gustavo, working with us right now, and he's definitely helping us out a lot. So seeing good improvements each week with training.
Very, very good. Cool. I actually told you myself at the tournament, I was like, please stay together. Please stay together. You guys even inspired me, and I, for the most part, am uninspirable. Okay. So, all right. So let's talk about the AVP a little bit. All right. The AVP in Huntington has passed. All right. The AVP in Austin has passed. You got the AVP coming up in New York. No Kolinske. All right. Talk about some of the things that led you and possibly some of the other people to not sign. What the hell's going on?
I love the AVP events, and missing these is really hard for me because that's obviously what I grew up when I first watched, maybe in 2007, 2008, I went to an event in Chicago and saw the atmosphere, and that's what kind of led me to this sport. And I just saw that I was watching the finals. I'm like, man, this is really what I want to do.
It's nostalgic, yeah.
Training and trying to do it, and it was just hard this year. The big thing I was fighting for is I just trying to, for the players, opportunities to earn a living. And I really feel that I understand that the top players get paid, which I think they deserve the right to be doing that. If they're exclusive just on the AVP, I fully understand that. My main concern was just being able to, on an off weekend, where there isn't an AVP,
Mm.
that players would be allowed to go play and compete in an NBL, where at least they could compete for, at the time, the previous money for NBLs was about $10,000 for first, which for a majority of the players is a big deal to try to go and split 10 grand and each make 5,000 for the weekend.
And that's if you win. Yeah.
And that's if you win. So it was just the opportunity for more events. With the international competition, it's really hard to even get in the mix. So it's not like anybody can just do it. It's the point system. Once you have points, it's kind of easier to stay in because you get to go to the event and at least consistently get points. But for the rest of the people, the real only chance we get to get in, especially with this new 1 through 5 star system, is through the NORCECA qualifiers. And that's what makes them kind of the starting point, but that's what makes those qualifiers so important.
So the international points, do you only keep those as a team, or are you allowed to keep those as an individual player? Tell me how that works.
No, you keep those individually, and they only last, though, for the calendar year. So once the year is over, if you didn't play in the international the year before, you're back to zero. So it's almost like starting from scratch. So it's, once you kind of commit to be all in, you really got to be all in and go for it. So I just really I felt strongly, and I have no hard feelings against the AVP. I love the AVP and still support them. I just really, I wish the players had the opportunity to play both and, try to create a 14, 15 tournament schedule, which only helps all the players because, one, it gives us more chances to earn a living, and it gives us more competition to raise the level for both tours, whether it's the NBL or the AVP.
Yeah, I totally agree with you in the sense that they can do 15 tournaments. I think getting sponsorship they're very good at doing that. I think they could do a little better job actually promoting. Sorry about that. I think they could do a better job actually promoting the sports in a local region. Like get off the laptop and actually get out there and promote. When I was in New York, I was a high school coach. I was a high school coach at Hunter High School, and I was an NCAA coach, and I was able to promote and get people out to the AVP, and I really didn't see them out there doing that. So I just want to know if you thought the AVP could do some more things to promote the sport of their sport of volleyball, or did they just think everyone's just gonna come?
Yeah, no, I think they're doing a lot of good things. I think, I think kind of both tours. I think my main goal, I really hope for the players because we end up getting more opportunities and more chances. And we'd love to, in other ways, kind of get involved ourselves with the AVP or get involved with the NBL and do, maybe it's clinics or something before the event, something to really help promote it. Because I just really believe a lot in the sport, and I see how it's going at the junior level. Yeah. And so it's great now, and I was lucky enough to get a chance to go down to the Gulf Shores to get to witness the collegiate national championships, and the setup they got for that is unbelievable. Yeah. And
I was there. I covered it.
Yeah, it was an awesome event, and just to see the jumbotron with all the scores, all the schools. I mean, it was so well done, and it was really cool to see these girls at such a young age developing to amazing players. And a big part of that is the level of coaching that they have at the collegiate level. These are all former players and great coaches that are working with these girls, and you can just see it. These girls are getting really good. It was fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh my! I mean, it's the future. I mean, I coach a group called Endless Summer, and they're a group of that's run by Deron Forbes. They're a group of 16-year-old assassins. I mean, the future of beach volleyball looks really, really bright. And the collegiate, and I thought the collegiate thing was very well promoted. I mean. I taped the finals for the men's. It was Lucas Yoder against Hagen Smith or whatever, and Hughes and Clays were in the final against the pair of three from USC. and they got more attention than Huntington, and that was a shame because, like you said, beach volleyball, if done right, the atmosphere is nostalgic. It's just amazing. The experience. I mean, just watching. I can't. Never mind playing it. I played in Manhattan last year and got blown away. But it's nostalgic, and I just hope they do better with that. And I see that you see that. Okay, which goes to my next question as far as what you see. Where do you see yourself so far this year or next year as far as your immediate future? Is FIVB in your immediate future, or is it you're going to stay with Norseca? What's the deal? NVL? What's up?
Well, I'll be playing this year. I'll be playing the Norsecas that I qualified for, and then Miles and I did, and then I'll be playing the NVL, and then trying to get into any FIVBs that I can, and I'm not really sure. I'm hoping. I would love to be playing those AVPs.
Yeah.
I just really, my main thing is the exclusivity would drop for the players. Maybe if the top players got paid, and then the rest of us could go and play on off weekends. And even I would definitely, I mean, I love the AVP. I would definitely commit to, obviously playing their tournament if a conflict happened on the same weekend. I just would really love to be getting a chance to be playing both the AVP and the NVL.
Got it.
But the thing was the exclusivity. So I just, for 4 years, a 4-year contract, I didn't want to sign into that.
Yeah.
But hopefully the tours can work together, and maybe the exclusivity can be dropped, and then I'd love to join back and be in the AVP, and then also get opportunities to play the NBL and really try to earn a living. And I love playing the sport, and I really just hope for everybody that it gets a chance to grow, and we all can keep doing this and build it together.
Great, very, very good. So listen, that's all I have, but before we go, I have lightning round questions. I have 4 of them. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, volleyball team name, You Shall Not Pass, or I Just Had Sets?
You shall not pass. First one.
Okay, cool. Favorite food, Italian food or Mexican?
Mexican.
Okay, would you rather touch Donald Trump's hair or shake Anthony Weiner's left hand?
Touch Donald Trump's hair.
Who in the history of time would you like to have dinner with and pick their brain and have a conversation with?
Did you repeat that?
Who in the history of time, present or past, would you like to have dinner with and pick their brain and talk to?
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Awesome. That's a great choice. Bill Kolinske, thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you nothing but prosperity in your future endeavors. And you better stay with Miles.
I will be.
All right. Okay.
Thank you again. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Bill. All right, guys. All right, guys. That was Bill Kolinske on the phone. One of the better blockers in the tournament, any tournament. Did a really good job against K-Spear, showing line, taking it away. He's very, very good at disguising his block coverage and good penetration at the end. And I hope he just continues to just keep doing his thing with Miles Evans. All right. Jason DeBase courtside with Billy Allen. Billy, congratulations for making the finals for Norseca qualifier. Win or lose, you win. Right. So you and Stafford Slick. Just tell me your thoughts about this instant chemistry the two of you had and your ability to play ball together.
Attributed to Stafford's very fiery guy and exciting. I can put up with that. So, he's fun to play with. We've gotten a lot better. He's become one of the top blockers in terms of.
Absolutely cool. So let's take a walk back to Huntington Beach. You guys are in the, I believe, the quarterfinals, and there was a Stafford Slick serves the ball, hits the top of the tape. You guys are down 19 to 20. You win the volley. The referee, they make it 20 up, and it looks like the next play's about to start, and the referee calls a replay.
Jason here from the stands. Everybody was like, yeah.
Stafford's like, you freaking sellout.
First time he hit a ball.
Yeah, on the freeze, that's a replay, isn't it? Is that not a replay?
Gives him 6 inches of line and
Oh.
takes it.
But it's match point. Cool. So any thoughts about going into Austin? How you guys think you're gonna do, and who's there? I know there's some people going to Rio.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely an open field other than the top spot. We feel like people there, right?
Yep.
The next 3 teams basically gone, so it opens it up for the rest of us to have a shot for a final or win a tournament.
Cool.
I think we're the 3 seed. There's a lot of tough teams right around there, so we'll have to battle them out.
Great. Full-time coach, full-time player, Billy Allen.
Right.
Thank you. So the real question is, like a lot of my fans have been asking me, I get fans questions, and everybody's asking me, where's Try? Talk to me.
I'm right here. I'm here in the South Bay, just watching a lot of volley and healing up from a little illness I came down with. Had a little autoimmune disease that came upon my body, but working on healing it up, and we got a treatment plan in place, so should start rehabbing my body and getting it back to normal in the next few weeks or a month or so, or however long it takes.
We're all really looking forward to having you back. One more question. The next generation of volleyball players, your age and younger, what do you think coming up? I had a chance to talk to God, what's his name? That doesn't matter. I had a chance to talk to Jeff Samuels, about the next generation of volleyball players. Your thought and how they're going to measure up to the present ones.
Oh, they'll measure up for sure.
Cool.
We got a lot of talent coming out. Especially the Hawaii boys.
Yes.
We always got some good talent, and
it's like Hawaii 5-0 here.
That's right. Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some serious talent, and I think the future of beach volleyball is very bright for the men's side and the women.
Well, speaking for myself and many, I wish you a speedy and healthy recovery. Get back in there and kick ass, all right, brother?
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, no sweat. Jason Davis out. Hi, welcome back to the segment of True or False, where you send me true or false questions or just regular questions for me to take a stab at. And here we go. True or false? The biggest lie in beach volleyball is that Trevor Crabb does not play defense. I guess the question is, what do you mean by defense? Because last time I checked, blocking is defense. And I don't know if it's a big lie. I have heard a lot of people say that he's not as good a digger as his brother is, but that does not mean he's not a good defensive player. Assuming, of course, when you say play defense, you're talking about digging. All right. All right. I'm gonna go with true, because if anyone's telling that lie, that's not true. All right. True or false? Kolinske will sign with the AVP this year. That's false. True or false? Kolinske and Evans will win an Orsaka title this year. That's true. Evans is playing really good volleyball right now. Alright, question. What is your assessment of Jeremy Casebeer? He seems like a really talented athlete and player, but success is eluding him. Is it a partner issue, an attitude psyche thing, or playing style? Thanks for the vids. Alright, I don't think it's a psych thing. And I think for a while it could have just been a partner thing. I mean, if you look, he played with Derek Olsen for a while, and physically they should have had everything they need to enjoy some success in the AVP and other tournaments. And they haven't, and they haven't. But then you see him play with Sean Rosenthal, and then they make the AVP finals in New York. They finish second. Now you see him play with John Mayer, and he made semifinals with John Mayer at Austin. So it might be a partner thing, but I don't think you're wrong. I think it might be something from the neck up where he has to get out of his own way, maybe. But he is. Yeah, when you said he's a really talented athlete, that's an understatement. That dude is a boss. That dude is really good. Question, what do you think of Case Beer and Reed Pretty pairing up? A lot of Case Beer questions. I like it. Reed Pretty, if you're out there listening, hook up with Case Beer. You've been playing with everybody. You played with at least, 10 different partners from like the beginning of the spring up to this point. Why would Case Beer be any different? By the way, congratulations for finishing 5th in the AVP. Austin, I thought you and Madison McKibben did really, really well. And your beard looked almost long enough where people were like, "Oh, it's the McKibben brothers," and I'm like, no, it's not that. That's Reed Pretty. So what do I think of Case Beer Reed Pretty pairing? Yeah, sure. I like it. I think Case Beer could play left, and I think Reed Pretty could play both sides. And Reed Pretty is an elite athlete. He's enjoying success playing defense. He's blocked a little bit as well, but I think he'll play well with everybody, and I think the more tournaments he plays, the better. I mean, I don't see him stepping backwards. I don't even see him staying still. I see him every tournament. I see him playing. This is the NOSECA qualifiers. This is the AVP, all the qualifier in Huntington, and then main draw here. Every tournament I see him has been a gradual step forward. So, sure, why not? Let's see. Mark Burek and Drost will win an AVP title this year. False. They had a big hump to get over. Bourne will return to volleyball action this year. False. But man, just get better. I wish you a speedy recovery. Okay. Question: is there anyone out there who can beat Bruno and Allison? The answer is yes, but not really. If you're asking on any given tournament, on any given finals, is there anyone that can beat him? Sure. Never mind in the world. There's 2 teams in Brazil that can beat him. The new young team, as well as Ivandro and whoever he plays with. Stylistically, he's always matched up well against Bruno and Allison. Dalhauser and Lucena on any given day can beat them. But if the question is, can anyone playing their best beat Bruno and Allison playing their best? The answer is no. Nope. No way. Not going to happen. That's the best team in the world. End of story. How wide open is the women's division in the AVP? Absent of Kerry Walsh Jennings, it's pretty wide open. You had Betsy Flint and Larson finish 2nd, and then they came in as the 1 seed in Austin and then finished 7th. You had Pavlik and Ross that made it to the semifinals and actually lost a set in Huntington like 21-7, but they ended up winning the whole thing. You have Darian Hochever that won. You have DiCello and Stockman that made the finals. You have Reeves and Fatma, Kelly Reeves, much improved. She's highly touted to be one of the future stars of volleyball, and I believe that. So is it wide open? I mean, that's a pretty straightforward question. A straightforward answer is yes, it is wide open in the sense that there is no dominant team. I mean, April Ross is a great player, but it's not about great players. It's about great chemistry, and April Ross and Kerry Walsh are special. They're one of the best teams out there. Kerry Walsh and Miss Team May were, I think that's the best doubles women's team ever assembled, and there can be an argument as far as one of them being the best player ever to play, best female player to ever play a game, though I'm still leaning towards Jackie Silva, but with Kerry Walsh, her story is still being written, and she's already done enough for people to be prepared to debate me on that. So, but for now, yep, wide open. And that's it. That's our segment of True and False. Well, that's all I have for today. So I want to congratulate all the winners from the FIVB 4-Star Tournament. I want to congratulate the winners from the AVP, and as well as Stafford Slick and Billy Allen for winning for NOSECA and having a chance to represent Team USA. My players of the week are Reed Pretty, who played lights out volleyball with Madison McKibben, and Miles Evans, who seems to just be able to play well with everybody, and I hope his star shines this year. I really do. So thanks for joining me, and until episode 7, Jason DeBeas. I'm out.